I did quest off stream. Why? Don't know. Don't really care. I wanted to, so I did. Anyway, we're over halfway through Dawntrail now. Level 96 quest. I don't have flight here. I'm really close to getting another dungeon to do. So actual content is coming up. I don't want to ride that big ass bird. It feels super fucking clunky and slow. Destination. How do you mind? It's not really worth to use my 7 on this guy. This guy, sure. Me sitting here still hitting 8 when I need to hit 7 because I'm so smart. Okay. No. It really likes giving me the fat mounts. For some reason. I think that it'll be fun once I finish Dawntrail. Because then I'll have the extremes open. I'll be able to grind out my crafters and gatherers to 100. And then actually have access to the resources and craft me like the best gear that I can. Is this going to be a long cutscene? It's not voice, don't care. If I ever want to rewatch them, I can always rewatch them later.
Right, we're just about done with the modifications, but I have to stress that we cannot afford a test run.
It's fine. We understand and accept the risks. We have faith in you and your craft. I'm sure everything will go to plan. With all the hard work everyone's put in, it couldn't be otherwise.
Finished at last!
Yes, a steel train covered in wood.
Behold, the pinnacle of locomotive engineering, the Dawn Blazer.
Amazing!
Yep, she's been fitted with wooden armor and a crystal grounding rod to mitigate the effects of lightning. Naturally, we had to overhaul the engine so it could handle the extra weight.
I also had her outfitted with etheric cannons, the better to contend with enemy forces. And as they're modelled upon those used at the Crystarium, I can attest to their potency.
So, what do you reckon? Given the tight turnaround, I'd say we did a damn good job. Glad she's to your liking. I hate to let go of such a beautiful piece of machinery, but I know you'll give her a proper send-off for us.
At the risk of spoiling the mood, we should probably get moving.
Yep, you won't get far if you let them pummel you from the air, but you'll be safe enough once you reach the tunnel.
In that case, I will conceal the train with a spell once everyone is on board. It should last long enough for us to reach the tunnel unnoticed.
Ah yes, giant train suddenly goes invisible.
Right. So everyone, are we ready?
We've done all we can. Rest is up to you.
I won't let you down. All aboard!
Vanish! At this speed, we should arrive at the dome in no time at all.
But not before we're spotted, I expect. Stay alert!
Here we go. Stand fast, everyone!
No, you don't. Switch to firearms!
Oh dear.
Raha, jump!
Yeah!
Erenville, I need you to take over for me.
End of the line, everyone!
Stubborn little... Oh, that was too close. Still alive, Erenville?
Mostly.
At last, the enemy stronghold. We should hurry before they can regroup.
Let's go and find out what's inside.
Hi, is this the dungeon? Yeah, there's Vanguard. Here, Vanguard, join. How long will this take to pop? If it takes like more than a minute, I will be teleporting back to finish a bunch of side quests. Anyway. I just need to do Vanguard. We're getting there. We're very, very close. Like, unironically, if these queues aren't too long, I could probably finish all of it tonight. Let me go to Yaktaral. Memuk. I can work on all my side quests and getting flight over here. And then I can work on getting flight over in Shaloni as well. Jolja. Burb. I do not want to ride a behemoth at the moment. Sure, I'll take the diamond weapon mount. Rather have the ruby weapon, but it is random, so if I go till what I get what I want, it could be like 1 or it could be like 30, so there's a bunch of these left. I never did finish all of this. Yeah, I can tell we've got 3 of them left. Shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully the dungeon at least pops soon. Ziselja? Jasilja? I hate this bird. This bird's ugly. I hate it. Can I mean, I could, technically, but that would be awful to do. I was gonna ask if there's a way for me to set it so that my roulette just can't pick Behemoth and that bird, because I don't like Behemoth or that bird. Also don't like it picking Sky Slipper either. And technically there is a way, but it's a really obnoxious way. Gotolja. Aid. Northwest of me, is it like in the pit? Still says northwest. I see it down there. But I have to follow this thing, so I can come back for it. Every Aether Current's easily accessible. Sure, they may take a little bit of time to get to, but they are accessible. Don't go through the fucking things. Southeast, it says. Is there like a way into this area? Or do you just fly up to the top of it? Oh, Vanguard actually procced. Alright. Vanguard. Nyom. Are you serious? I fucking missed. I like Sage as a concept, doing damage to heal, right? That sounds nice, sounds fun. The thing is, I think White Mage has more utility in dungeons specifically. In a boss fight, I think I'd rather have a Sage. It's just like when you're dealing with the trash mobs, the AoE stun on White Mage, which I was told was on White Mage. I missed one. Got it. There should be a boss immediately after we clear these bikers. Okay. Everyone's here, going in. Ow. Whatever. Oh, I thought that I'd have the time. Probably would have if I ran. Can't really run though. One vuln stack's not the death of you. If you get like 30 of them, you're going to die. This guy needs health, like pretty badly. Healer was the only one not with us. Actually, you want to be in, I see. You want to be out for the one and in for that one. I see, I see. I got hit twice because I didn't see the bikes. Excuse me, what? Is this you want to be in the middle? No, this is over here and then in the middle. DPS got hit. I hit 3 instead of 4. I'm bad at the game. Everyone make fun of me. I assume you're not stunnable? Yeah. In or out? Yum. Ah, I see. Well, they turn. I'm dumb. I didn't even look. I just was like, oh, they're gonna go the same direction. These things are just going to shoot. I see. Can you like let me get them instead of running forward and grabbing all of them yourself? You're not a tank. I can grab this. I missed one. What? Oh. I hit all 3 twice. Sheltron and Guardian. God, I couldn't see the Lalafell at all, because they were just blocked by the enemy. Okay. Should I be eating food even though I'm not getting actual XP? Probably. I'll do it anyway. It'll up the amount of like blue XP on the bar. Excuse me, what? This is just to keep moving and you won't be hit. Yeah. I assume we don't want to go through these. Can I arm's length? Can you be slowed? I doubt it. The motion sensitive bomb has been affixed to you. Ow. The fucking healer had to pull someone into the stack. That's funny. Wait, I got hit? Oh yeah, I got hit by the motion bomb, but was there really anything I could do about the motion bomb? Okay, if I move when it goes off, that's when it does shit. I see. Ow, I got hit by the cannon. Barely. There's no need for me to use my 7, it's already dead. There's been no fending gear. I'm still in poetic gear from level 90 as well. Grab these 2. Do this. Grab these 3. Arm's length, Sheltron, Rampart. Should be plenty. I hit this thing fucking 4 or 5 times. Why was it not on me? These guys are doing a lot of damage. Can I pull them all over here so that I can hit them all with Confettior? Yeah. There. These guys hurt. They fucking hurted. There, I grabbed them all. We need to go this way, don't we? Yeah, because there's one more group to pull. There should be one more group to pull. I see this one I did not get. Grab it. We need either this person dead or we need the big bot dead. Because they are doing shit that is not compatible. If they both go off at the same time, it's going to cause issues. Alright. Healing, less offending piece, but I'm relatively close to getting poetic gear, right? Is this going to be the Mamulja or no? That's not a Mamulja. Wait. Huh. Okay. Okay. Nyom. Actually, oh shit, I can't do that. Actually, I can do something close to it. I could merge Expatian and Circle of Scorn into a single thing with a thing. I can't word. No. I was thinking about giving everyone some shit. I'll Divine Veil this. Mostly for the guy that just got rezzed. I accidentally just used sprint. This is not the end. Yeah. Another phase. Look, Lamias are hot. And then you had to make it a fucking man. Zeke is... Oh, our healer's dead. Okay. I need to thoroughly admit this shit if I want to not take a stupid amount of damage. We're not gonna... I'm just gonna kill myself. Kill me. I'd rather have our healer back. Dude, it's whatever. Yeah, if the healer dies, I'd much rather have restarted. It seems like they're ready, so I'm gonna start. I should have just done a countdown. Yeah, I think that was good. Good use of bulwark, at least. Divine Veil. Oh my god, Zek. This guy. I was trying to get away, and then he's just like, I'm gonna run into the thing. Guardian Sheltron. He died before I got hit. I'm sad. I hit 3 again, no. And now he's gonna do it again. Alright, and that's it. Sheltron, Rampart, Bulwark. So this is fine. I went to move a bit too late. It's my fault. He's hitting behind him as well. So you want to not be behind him. That's a fucking new development. And now he hit in front of him. Wow. Getting all sorts of fucked by this guy. Not watching his body for tells or anything. Which I should be. Healer almost died. Sheltron, Guardian. we LB his ass, like, now. And hopefully you don't get hit while doing it. Much better. No, my healer! I don't want the... I don't want any of that. We didn't get either of the 2 items. There's an Orchestrion roll and a minion. There's no card.
What greeted us was not the home that I had left behind. There was no mistaking we had reached Yasulani, and yet it was wholly unlike my memories. The lands of my childhood had changed beyond imagining. To where had I returned? We tread on, the darkened skies above a mirror to my heart, clouded with fear and uncertainty.
How bizarre. This cannot be Yasulani, can it?
Heritage found. I've been seeing people just sitting around here so fucking much for months, and now I'm here. Non-voice, don't care. I hate you. Stop giving me the biggest, fattest mounts I own. There's 3 of them. Well, 4 if I count Midgard Stormer. Like, it just keeps giving me those mounts again and again. Argument's also quite big, and Altair's also big. But Altair's actually funny, and I like it. Speak with Alize. Done. Umbral static. Map. 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 Okay. Anger issues. God, we're gonna have to come do all these fates at some point. Which, at least when I get up to like the level 80 to 100 fates, I'll be having people constantly helping me. Hell, people might be constantly helping me with the level 70 ones. The low level fates over in A Realm Reborn, those ones are very different. No one's really going to help you with them unless they're doing the relic weapon. I want to get Dawntrail's relic weapon. Yeah, this bitch is fat. Only 3 and I see all 3. Let's fucking go. God, it's 4 a.m. Granted, I think I woke up at like 10. That one's also fat. It always gets, like, it just seems to favor Blissful Kamui and Nightmare as well. It's very weird. Let's map this little section. There we go. Oh no, 34,000 damage. Big Burb is also really fat. Grahatia. The towers here, like, they look like a mix of Garlean and, what's it called? Garlean and Ascian? Because I would call the shit on the moon that was there to imprison Zodiark is Ascian in design, because of who Hydaelyn is.
My home. It's in ruins. But why? What happened here? And where is everyone?
I had a look in a few of the other houses, but they had clearly been abandoned.
Damn it all. None of this makes sense.
Excuse me? Are you looking for someone? I apologize for giving you a fright. However, I did have reason to keep to the shadows. Sorolja has told me a great deal about you.
Sorolja?
Greetings, and welcome to the realm of Alexandria. I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Queen of Reason?
If you are the Queen of Reason, is there perhaps a...
Yes, if you mean to ask if there is a King of Resolve. Zorulja holds that title, and together do we reign.
Then you are both behind the attack on Tulishola.
And I doubt you're here to offer us a warm reception.
No, you have it all wrong. I am not come to fight. Zorulja rules alongside me, but that is a matter of expedience. In truth, we are at odds, he and I. It is at considerable risk to myself and my people that I come before you to beg your aid.
Our aid? I'll admit I cannot imagine King Zorolja is keen to share and share alike. But if what you say is true, you're still the queen.
Indeed. But I was once the sole ruler of Alexandria. Until one day, he appeared, bent on conquest. In my weakness, I feared his power. So I persuaded him to forego violence and strike a bargain. I would remain queen, and he would receive technology that would empower him to achieve even loftier ambitions, along with the knowledge to use it. A gamble, to be sure, but if it might spare my people...
If I may, the dome surrounding these lands was erected but recently. How is it he was able to not only invade, but instate a new system of leadership in a mere matter of days?
I've never heard of your realm. And this place is, or at least was, Yasulani. The house I grew up in is still here. But 3 years ago, that tower and these strange contrivances weren't. Nor was our village in ruins. Where did you come from? And what happened to the people who lived here? You must know!
I realize how confusing this all must be. Truth be told, I don't fully understand it myself. What I can say is that one day, people from your Tuliolol suddenly appeared here in Alexandria. Or perhaps it was we who found ourselves in Tuliolol. Until but recently, we were completely unaware of events taking place beyond the barrier surrounding our realm.
Does this not remind you of the Crystal Tower? How after the 8th Umbral Calamity, we devised a means to transport the Spire across time and space from the source unto the First. Granted, this is on a much larger scale, if that is indeed what has happened. Not only the people and structures, but also the surrounding environment. Regardless, the people of Lakeland perceived the arrival of the Crystal Tower much as the Queen describes her own experience. Sudden and inexplicable.
Well then, you appear to have a better grasp of our circumstances than we do. Indeed, more than I dared hope. In which case, a closer examination of the effects of this phenomenon may afford us more insights. Allow me to take you to the outskirts. A number of the Shatona live there as well. Perhaps your acquaintances are among them.
Hold on. If we accept, there's no guarantee we're not walking into a trap.
But if we're to defeat Zorolja, we need to understand how he grew so strong. Besides...
You're right.
Queen Sphene, before we go, Your Majesty, I have to ask, did you really have nothing to do with the attack on Tuliolol?
Noble Wook Lamart, Shall we dispense with the formalities? I'll not deny the soldiers and airships that attacked your people are products of Alexandria. But it was Zeralja, not we, who fashioned them into weapons of war and laid siege to Tuliolol.
So he alone is to blame.
No, I may not have prosecuted this war, but I nevertheless bear responsibility for it.
Perhaps. I know next to nothing about you, let alone what you've been through. So by all means, show us around. I think we'll learn a lot from meeting your people.
Wonderful! If you would follow me. Is that concern or suspicion? If things should take a turn for the worse, might I call upon your aid? I jest, of course, but you do strike me as the most capable here.
What shard is Alexandria from? Like, we've been to the 1st, we've been to the 13th. We're in the source, and this is connected to some other one, other than the 1st and the 13th. So where? Is it the 2nd? The 12th? Isn't the 2nd, like, already fused back with the source? I forget which ones have already been fused back. Like, it's gotta be something. Let's go. This is a good mount. I like this mount. It's above me. I'm sad. I wanted to grab one of the Aether Currents so that I could get this shit on the map. Spin. Did I? Yeah, we got Yasulani Station. We need to get these two now. Anyway.
Here we are. Though you'll doubtless find much of what you see in Alexandria strange, the traditional agriculture practiced in this village at least should be familiar.
Queen Sphene? What business brings her here, I wonder?
The Queen has come!
You look well, Paquine. And Catogne, I see you've already taken to your new position.
When she introduced herself as queen, I was expecting someone colder. Honestly, she reminds me of you, Lamachi.
Me?
It's only natural for a ruler to love her people. And I should like to know them as best I can, even the most trifling details.
The more you come to know them, the more you grow to love them. Who they are and what they've built.
That's it. Beautifully put.
And it would appear that she is well loved in turn.
Your Majesty, you honor us with your presence. And who are these fine people?
Tuliolol's vow of resolve Wuk-Lamat and her companions. They come from beyond the barrier, but you needn't worry. They are good people and are to be treated as my honored guests.
The rumors of a link to the outside are true, then. Wuk-Lamat is still so young. Where are my manners? I am Papone, a leader of sorts of the people living out here.
Papone? That is a Tonawautan ring to it.
Right you are. I take it you hail from this region as well? Teshpiani, perhaps?
Yes, I do. I don't suppose you know a woman by the name of Kafkiwa?
Kafkiwa? I'm afraid I'm not sure if I've ever met someone with that name.
Oh. Mother isn't here. But it's a relief to know at least some of the people of Yasulani are alive and well.
Your mother, you say? Now that you mention it, I do see the resemblance.
You know my mother?
I do. Yes.
Then tell me, please, where is she?
I cannot say. Not here, but I promise I will in due time.
I have a question, Pepone. Do you recall what happened the day the dome first appeared?
The barrier? Well, I remember fixing a shelf that had collapsed after a terrible earthquake. Then the ground began to tremble. There was a brilliant flash of light, and then... Forgive me, my recollection of it all is rather poor.
You needn't push yourself, Papone. After 30 years, no one could blame you for not remembering.
30 years? As in 30 years in the past?
Absurd though it may sound, there is no doubt in my mind the events that led to the joining of our lands occurred 30 years ago.
Which is not to say I understand why our perceptions of the intervening time are so radically different. We only just became aware of the discrepancy when Zoralja's military base was completed, and we were at last able to venture beyond the barrier.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
"30 years. Little wonder Zoralja assumed our father had already passed away.
It's not unlike how time passes differently in the First and the Source. The fluctuating space of the rift between them disrupting temporal equivalence. Perhaps the same holds true here, and time flowed faster within the dome. I was able to make contact with Y'shtola not long ago via Link Pearl, so that shouldn't be cause for concern. And based on the Queen's account, this encampment may have come to serve as a physical bridge between the two planes, after which the dome was forced into the Source's temporal flow.
If we're to be certain of anything, we need more information. Sphene, would it be all right if we had a look around and spoke with the townspeople?
By all means.
Time to see what we can see of Alexandria, then.
And its people. I may yet find familiar faces among the survivors from Yassolani.
Before we confront Zoralja.
Perhaps you'd care to see how we make our living. Though we have always prided ourselves on the use of traditional Tonawatan farming methods, the use of electro-fueled technologies has led to countless agricultural innovations.
I would join you as well.
Ma'am, please, you needn't trouble yourself.
It's no trouble at all, and I promise not to cause any manner of distraction.
Reassuring words, or they would be had I not heard them countless times before. Very well, but do be careful.
Of course. I shall proceed with the utmost care. Now then, if you two would follow me, we can begin the tour.
I can't say that I trust her yet, but I trust that her affection for these people is genuine. And that's enough for me.
So 30 years passed between the time when she became the leader of Tuliolal and when the dome appeared, basically. Because when the dome appeared is when the army came out of it, right? Let me grab this, right? So that would make it 30 years between the, like, week or so that we were just, like, chilling because Wook became the leader. Da 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 da. Chocobo. Da da. Anyway, yeah. This is gonna take a hot second. I really want to get an Aether Current though. This music right there in that little cutscene that only play, well, it doesn't only play. It 99% of the time when that music's playing during a cutscene, there will be no voice acting. There's like a happy song, a like that song that you just heard. Then there's like a happy one, a tense one, and then like a scary, spooky, ooh, shit's going down song that play when a cutscene's not going to be voiced. It's very rare for any of those songs to be in a cutscene and it be voiced. This commonly seems to be really common as well when I do my roulette. Oh shit. I forgot. I need to go to the Gold Saucer and see if I won. I can do that. That won't be too hard. It's gonna cost a little bit of money, but I can do it after this cutscene. And I wanna get to a point where the main story objective is like next to the Aetheryte. Before I do it, but yeah. Oh no, an enemy. Whatever will I do? At least this one looks better. Wow. I could totally fit. But the game's like, no. Another cutscene? It's not voiced. Yeah, see? Second I heard the music, I knew. Oh no, it's 12 levels above the level of my current gear. I'm still gonna throw it away. Let me check something real quick. Alright. I'm not gonna have the shit to... I'm not writing that. I'm not gonna have the item level to be able to go into the final dungeon. I'm gonna need to get something. Sun's voiced.
What's happening over there?
It's nearly time.
I'm glad you could make it.
Are you with us?
Queen Sphene has come to see you. We're here, Namika. Everything is going to be all right.
Oh,
What's the matter, dear?
It can't be. That's the bangle I gave to Namika.
You know her?
Of course I know her. She was like a mother to me.
I see. She was always willing to lend a kindly ear to others, but rarely did she ever speak of herself.
Is it really you?
She must have arrived shortly before the barrier manifested. For us, it was perhaps days, but for her...
Namika, it's me! Wuklamat!
I'm afraid her time with us is nearly at an end.
Has she no more soul cells?
She always used hers sparingly, but at her age, it wouldn't make a difference.
Ma'am, the ushers have arrived.
Thank you, Namika, for your many years of friendship. Take comfort in the knowledge that this is not the end. Be not afraid. Your memory will live on, in us.
Living on in memory. The giants share a similar belief.
Wait, where are you taking her?
Worry not. She is being escorted to a medical facility in the tower. There we will ease her burden. I had hoped to make arrangements for her sooner, but she wished to remain here for as long as possible. I could not bring myself to refuse her.
Is there any way I might stay with her for a little while longer? We may not share the same blood, but she was my mother. Please.
Let us give them some time alone.
She didn't speak, but I'm grateful that I could be with her at the end. Thank you.
It's not the end.
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that we have much to discuss. Where shall we begin?
With what we can be reasonably certain of, perhaps. Between what we have witnessed and the testimony of Alexandria's inhabitants, it's safe to say that two distinct lands have indeed become one. What's more, having met Namika, there is no denying the divergence in the passage of time. Taken together, these phenomena strongly suggest that some manner of cross-rift displacement has occurred. Specifically, the displacement of Alexandria from another reflection to the source.
It does seem the most likely explanation.
What perplexes me, however, is the scale of said displacement. It far exceeds what could conceivably be achieved with a void gate, or even with the Crystal Tower. In essence, we are dealing with a localized instance of dimensional compression. The Ascians would no doubt liken it to a rejoining. Which invites the question, how was such a feat accomplished?
I wish that I had an answer for you, but this talk of reflections and dimensions is well beyond my understanding. I can only tell you that we lived peacefully under the barrier's protection for many, many years, until the day that peace was suddenly broken.
If I may clarify, the barrier predates Alexandria's displacement.
By several hundred years, yes. To when the continent we call home was ravaged by a devastating cataclysm. The barrier was erected to isolate us from the surrounding land's noxious influence.
I see. And it was only later that it was whisked away, along with its contents, by means unknown.
In other words, Sven's as lost as the rest of us, right? The Alexandrians didn't mean to end up in Tural.
Ah, but of course, our next stop ought to be Everkeep. That tower over yonder. Once you have been registered as my guests, you will have access to Solution 9 and its residential district, where you will doubtless gain invaluable insight into Alexandria's state of affairs. Unfortunately, I cannot take you directly to where Zoraljar resides.
That you'd let us in it all goes a long way toward proving you're not content to let Zoralja do as he pleases. But we're not talking about a simple difference of opinion here. I've come to avenge my father, and to do so, I intend to take Zoralja's life. Are you willing to stand by and allow Alexandria's king to be slain?
A fair question. Permit me to answer it thus. My people come first. Their welfare is paramount. I will do everything in my power to keep them from harm. It is a ruler's duty. Now, I am off to register you at Everkeep. It may take some time, but you shall find the entrance open to you in due course. Oh, and ere I forget, your mother, Kafkiwa, you might try the Thunder Yards to the east.
The Thunder Yards? Is that where she is?
I'm afraid I can say no more than that. Make for the Thunder Yards, and all will be made clear.
It's not as if we have other pressing business. Not until we can get into this Everkeep, anyway. Thank you for earlier. And for being a friend to Namika these past 30 years. It means a lot to me.
Namika? I'm sorry, but I don't know who you mean.
What? We were just with her. If this is some sort of a joke, it isn't funny.
I don't mean to give offense, but I honestly have no idea who you are talking about. I'm sorry.
How can you not know who she is? You're in charge here. She was under your care.
Then in all likelihood, my memories of her have been stored in the cloud. Any person seemingly forgotten without reason is probably there, in the cloud. Oh, I really must be getting back to work. If you'll excuse me.
Let's go. It's Saturday at 10 p.m. when the jumbo cackpot goes off, right? Would have been about the time that I woke up. Nothing. 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 Damn. Sad. Back to Zaktoral. This right here we don't have access to yet, I believe. At least it looks like it. At least I've not been there yet. Are we just going around asking people about Namika? Everyone's just like, oh yeah, she's in the cloud. The cloud. The cloud. Mecha spider. It's more beetle. Ba, 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 ba. This is not voiced. This one can be voiced, this song, but it's pretty oftenly not. See? There we go. This one's not voiced. I wait to see if there's, yeah, see. I wait to see if it's voiced by going all the way up until the actual words, but sometimes they just take forever. There's not been a single non-voiced cutscene that doesn't have words that I can think of. Yeah, let's go Ruby. Oh, we're gonna grab that before we talk to Aaronville. Definitely gonna grab it before we talk to Aaronville. This is gonna be our first one here. There we go. And now I can see this. Heritage found. There's one zone left. Is this one gonna be voiced? Maybe. In all likelihood, probably.
What is this?
Aaronville!
A trap?
It really is you!
Huh?
Who?
I just had to get a look at you in the light, and I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling Elenospia!
My darling, what now?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bun bun. But what are you doing here? What brings you all this way? Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I'd know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Galoo Jaja's kitten? I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Elenospia was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope?
I can't say that I do, but you knew my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in. Friends of my Elenospia are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning, but no.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place. How are things still getting stranger?
What is with this song? It's not a bad song, it's just like completely out of left field. It was not voiced. They've got music. See, I told you. Skip the lore. It's probably relatively important lore in that cutscene, but they didn't deign to fucking voice it, so they can fuck off. Where is this last place? Cause like, we're in Jacques Tarral, but there's an entire area that I don't have aether currents for. Where? What if I open up the world map? Yeah, there's Yaktaral and Zaktaral. I don't know what this quest is from, but it doesn't matter. Oh yeah. No. Those are for my... Those are for the variant dungeons, because I've not done 2 of them. I'm not writing that fucking lumbering thing. I'm not writing the ugly dog either. Give me a good mount. I said a good mount, but this is fine. It's good enough. Striker? This is not voiced. Very obviously not voiced. Let's get a bit of this map done. Shouldn't be too hard. This should do the whole thing, right? Alright. South. 40 yalms east. Excuse me, what? Okay. I just randomly thought, hey, I should check for aether currents, and it's like, hey, you're right next to one. Catolbatops. Catobleps. I got the diamond. 280 south. Actually, is this? Yeah, let's get that little bit of map down here. There it is. Yeah, I'll grab this, then go to that. It's the nasty ass horse. It's just west of me. It's probably on that rock. If I had to guess. Because that's just like the spot to put something. Come on. You die now. Akul Jaja was like noticeably smaller than Galul Jaja. Like he was half the fucking size or something. Just like the current giants, although he's still much bigger than even Rodigans and Hrothgar. The current giants are still like half the size of the older ones. I'm only watching this because I'm curious what the random NPC that will probably not matter will do. Gets hit. Great. I was hoping that she'd just punch it in the fucking eye, because that'd be funny, but no. No funny for me. Boom. Let's see, where are we? The worth of a soul? Oh. Alright, we're about to unlock Solution 9. It's the quest after the one that I'm accepting right now. I see. I think up here is an Aether Current I never got because I didn't know that it was up here until I was already down below it. That looks like a fun fight. It's definitely just this fate that's right here. I think I'd rather fight a S rank though. You know, what sounds like a real fun fight that's not in a dungeon or an extreme or an unreal or an ultimate or chaotic or anything. Fucking double S rank from Dawntrail would be really fun. I really want to fight all of the fucking hunts. Not voiced, don't care. If it's not voiced, it doesn't need to be a cutscene. It's that simple. Okay, Kakuya. I don't remember how he says it. This is not going to be voiced. Told you. God, it's so fucking easy to read. More cake. More cake. Meanwhile, an Everkeep. This might be not voiced.
You've been consulting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wook Lamont bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family. The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did. For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wook Lamont and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
They are still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you would protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as our goals align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason. Wook Lamont, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short, I will lay waste to Tuliolal.
What now?
She sounds like Cryle. She really do. Anyway, the reason why I didn't say that it wasn't going to be voiced, like, with 100% certainty, is because when it goes from one cutscene to another, even if the first wasn't voiced, they'll just use music anyway in the second cutscene, even if it goes against what they normally do. It's very weird. But that's just how they do it. It's still likely to not be voiced, it's just less likely. I need to... Oh, I'll deal with it later. Let's just fucking rush story shit until I get to the fucking final part of Dawntrail so I can get level 100 gear finally. And stop being absolutely awful at the game. That'd be great. I feel like I still need to fix the encoder issue. I've dropped 0 frames, but like, I'm pretty sure the stream has dropped 0 frames. Correction, the stream has dropped 0 frames. I have dropped a lot of frames. I've dropped probably tens of thousands of frames during this stream. Like, the game is actively running poorly. And I'm almost certain it's because of the encoder issues. Yeah, that'll take me to where I wanted to go, but I'm right next to this, so I might as well unlock it. See, no music, not voiced. It's fucked. Like, you can tell normally by the music. And sometimes they're just like, nah, we're not gonna put music in this one. This one could be voiced or not voiced. It's like a fucking 70-30 toward not being voiced.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level.
Oh my god, we're playing Cyberpunk
2077
2077.
Is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
I forget, this is the entrance to a new zone. Of course it's voiced. The entrance is always voiced. So it's a 100% chance.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed the light back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Speen and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
Doesn't matter what I pick, it's the same fucking result. Why give me options when it's the same result?
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Speen's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny. Ah, the elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Begins to roam around residential district, carrying multiple weapons.
Familiarizing ourselves with
in
the
full
technology
armor.
here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Very
Try
smart.
not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
I mean, it'd be more than... Let's see. It's been like a week.
What's with this place?
Yeah, no.
How can this all
This
be
would
the inside
basically
of a tower?
be... She would be like fucking 600 years old or something.
What aren't you telling me?
If you
Where
went
are
by
you?
time in this.
That, I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Kalanaspia, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together? It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home is all.
Maybe I'll swap from the hat to the other headpiece that I like. Alright, at least I'm not actively babysitting her. Thank fuck. Aethernet shard. Woo. Well, yeah, we'll go there, and then we'll go grab those three, and then go up to the last one. Actually, we'll get the last one first. After we get the Aether. Hey! Finally, in this area, Jacques Toural. I did not see that, like, literally just seconds ago. Hold on. There's no Aether currents in here, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. So where's this last area? I swear to God, if there's just 5, no. Please. There's not. There should always be 6. Dawn of a New Deal. That looks like it's probably gonna want a crafter. Seeing what as the commerce sector, it's probably gonna want a crafter for this specifically to unlock the level 90 crafter shit. This is my first time in Solution 9 though. It's just fucking cyberpunk mixed with Futurama. Looks up, sees pipe, Futurama. Flying car, Futurama. No, it's just general fucking future sci-fi bullshit. I see they got tired of the pseudo-medieval aesthetic and they were like, how about future though? A tuning right next to some random level 100s in full starter gear. Like an absolute fucking menace. Will this take me up? Yeah, it will. Let's go grab me my last one. Well, not last, there's 3 more, but I'll use this to teleport back down. Too far away, oh no. Okay, teleport back down here. Let's go get the last 3. You know what? I could just not glamour my shit and just glamour my weapons. 7.5 mil. I've got so little money. I want more. I'm hoping that this will let me get my more. Is that sightseeing log? That shouldn't be sightseeing log. I already have sightseeing log for Dawntrail. The fuck is this quest? Hold on. I must know. What are you? We're not allowed to run on the grass. Bad game, 0 out of 10. Leaving a negative review on Steam. Wasn't allowed to walk on the grass. Da, 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 da. That wasn't okay. I talked to her and nothing happened. What did I just do? Huh? Da, da. Also, from the way that they were talking, it sounds like these are the survivors from a calamity that happened, that the Asians did. Like they somehow got a barrier up, kind of like what happened in the first. But then that would mean that they would have to be from the 13th, right? Because everything else that had a calamity in it is already rejoined. The ones that didn't rejoin were the 1st and the 13th. The 13th because they didn't know what they were doing at the time, and the 1st because someone stopped it. Someone being Minfilia and us. With every reflection that we go to, do we not get stronger? Because it's my assumption. Oh, sorry, here. There we go. Anyway, it's my assumption that it works like you kind of fuse with yourself from that reflection. Like, we're kind of somewhat fused with Ardbert, right? Because he was like, he was the first version of us or some bullshit, right? Meanwhile, we didn't really do that with the other people from his group, did we? So, when we went to the 13th, we couldn't really do it there, I assume, because the flow of aether through the ethereal sea is kind of just non-existent in the 13th. But I assume that if we went to all of the remaining ones, we would just get stronger and stronger. Other people would cease to be, but still. This is gonna be voiced.
Ah! There you are! Lamati!
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one. I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zeralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zeralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this, then. Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But, unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal. They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
So you have comrades on whom you can rely. I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around? Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself. If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
I guessed correct. It wants a level 90 crafter. I don't have a level 90 crafter yet. Wish I had all my crafters at level 100, but I don't. Select an item that interests you. So that's okay. Salad paste. Hmm. So, icky grape flavor, random mystery liquid in a pouch that stays fresh for 10 years and contains everything that you need. A random protein bar that they didn't tell you what the fuck's in it that contains all of your macros and micronutrients. Salad paste and synthetic steak. It doesn't matter, but like, all of this sounds disgusting. Not allowed to skip. It's fucking salad paste. You took a salad, you made it into a paste, and stuffed it into a bag. It's going to taste fine. It's just going to have the worst texture of any salad. God, imagine you go to a restaurant and you order a salad, and they bring you a small bowl of paste. Okay, that little fucker over there, who's not here because he only exists in a cutscene, of course. Why would he exist in the game? They would have to make a special model with special animations and shit that you see from more than one angle. Where are we going? I see. Well, first thing first. Here in Lookout, Vista recorded. Don't mind me, just your standard adventurer running with two queens right behind her. Very normal. It's even more normal when you say that they're queens of rival nations. $31, so I'm missing 32. Okay, you want me to go over here. Da-da. There's another one. That's 30. Still missing 32. It wants me to go to the other side. Hold on. Let's go. On to level 98 quests. There's so much shit that I still need to go do, but like, we're currently in the middle of doing story. I'm not going to go off and do side quests. I can save the side quests until after stream. Okay. How much is left? 18 and then another 7. We're almost done. We've got 25 quests left. Last time I looked at it, I had like 50. So we're fucking doing it. Da, 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 da. I still need to figure out what goes well with the sword and shield that I like. Is it in my Chocobo saddlebag? No. So it's in my retainer, the coffer that I was thinking of opening. I had to go through Bahamut to get the coffer, because it's the only place it drops.
Strange contraptions everywhere you look. What's that?
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits. Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians and has been for quite some time. But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to comprehend.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing. Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
Fucking Wuklamat is just, hey, you want an exposition dump? Fuck me, I can't word. You want an exposition dump? And then we go to another person. Hey, you want an exposition dump? More exposition, please. It's just like, give me more exposition dumps.
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while. In the distant past, over 1,000 years ago, it's said, lightning energy began to swell in our world. According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year. The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds. Crops failed and livestock starved. But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation: electrope.
The stuff that's used everywhere here.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing. Dubbed Electrope, the ore found use in myriad inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity. Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking Electrope from others. Fighting was isolated and sporadic until Electrope came to be used in warfare, first in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had. This served only to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge. As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor, Lindblum, committed its stores of Electrope to the production of a weapon of mass destruction. They deployed it on the front lines and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent, laying it to waste.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
You truly know a great many things that I don't. I should like to learn about you too sometime. But to continue the tale, the people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war. They lost almost everything else to the Levin. Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always. Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to Electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul. Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
That's quite a tale.
Your Majesty, help me! I beg you, help me!
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one! But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any! Please, you must do something!
My apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview. He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
That's not true! I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was. I haven't been allowed to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight!
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
You're useless! A queen in naught but name!
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man. Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live. I love all of you equally, dearly. You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope. I want you to find a happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out there, somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
Yes, Mum. Of course.
Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9. I apologize for my rudeness. Good day to you.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply your talents. I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we? Right, I believe we've visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
That man from before, does that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life. Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
No.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamolja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zorolja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things, restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
What is it?
Actually, never mind.
It's nothing of import. Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well. For now, our priority is Arolja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiolal.
I'd like that very much. It seems I've no choice but to continue down this path. Forgive me, Vau Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
That's finally over. That took a while. Gonna be ending stream shortly. It's actually, yeah, I'm probably gonna do it once I turn in this quest and grab the next one. Cause time for breakfast and I'm hungry. Yeah, this is another new set. So right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets on me. This is Eden Gray's, which technically garbage. Anyway, I'm going to go make breakfast. So